welcome back. It's Maria Robinson. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up here in the United States. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a current subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. It really helps my channel grow. So I hope you've been enjoying the videos I've been showing you. Please be sure to leave a comment at the end. Let me know that you are enjoying it. And make sure you like my video also. That also helps me grow my channel. And share it with your other stamping friends. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a fun fold card. And there's a few different stamp sets and dies that I'll be using. So, and hang out with me till the end because I do want to share a new suite that Stampin' Up just announced, and it's only available for a limited time. So I hope you're going to love this. And in the next coming weeks, I will be showing it in a couple of cards that I've made. But I do have one to share with you and give you a little sneak peek of it. All right, so hang on. Let's turn the camera down and get started with this fun fold card. Okay, so as I said, we're making a fun fold card. And I'll show you what stamp sets I am using and what dies. So I'm using the Gnome dies. We're going to be cutting from the Designer Series paper. I'm going to cut them out from here. I'm going to set that aside for a minute. So we got the Gnome dies. Then we have the Christmas season stamp set. I'll be using this leaf design here, which then we'll be die cutting using the seasonal labels dies. These dies are great. It's not just these dies that they come with. They come with 19 total dies. So really fabulous. And it coordinates with the Christmas season and also a couple of other stamp sets. It might even coordinate with this, the Christmas to Remember. However, I don't recall if it does. I think it does though. And then there are also a couple of other stamp sets that it coordinates with. But Christmas to Remember, we'll be using this stamp set as well. I'm using 'Tis the Season. So this is a Christmas themed card. And then I'll be using the Stylish Shape dies to die cut the, which I've already done actually, to die cut this. So let's get started. I'm going to set these aside. And for this project, it's a little different with the cardstock size that we're using. This one is cut at 5.5 inches and it's 11 inches long. And yes, it will fit into an A2 size envelope when you're done with it. So I already cut this, obviously, but I did want to do the scoring with you. But let me first share the other pieces with you. So the Designer Series paper, as I said, is the Storybook Gnomes, and I've already cut it down to 1 1/8. I have two pieces that are 1 1/8 by 5 3/8. And then I also have two pieces which are 1 5/8 by 5 3/8. The reason I have two is I'm not sure if I'm going to use this one or this one. So we'll see. It's kind of like stamping on the fly here, right? And then I have another piece of Pacific Point. Oh, by the way, this is Balmy blue that I'll be using for my card base. So this is Pacific Point, and it's cut at 1 inch by 9 3/4. We'll be using this as the belly band. And I've already gone ahead and adhered a piece of Designer Series paper, which is cut at 3/4 inches by, I didn't even measure this. It was a scrap piece and I just decided to do that, which is optional. So this is 3/4 inches by 9 inches. Again, it's optional, but it was a piece I had laying around, so I just attached it to that. All right, so for the scoring, we're going to bring in our trimmer. I'm going to lift this up so we have 3 scores that we need to make. First one is at 1 1/4 inch. And when you're scoring, you want to use the light one, not the dark one. let me zoom out just a little bit. There we go. So you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so it has the two blades. It has the light one, light colored one, which is for scoring. And then we have the dark one, which is for cutting. Keep that up there, leave it out of the way. We're just scoring right now. So 1¼ inches. And then we'll move it. Let me open the arm because we'll need that as well. And then the next score is 5½ inches. And then lastly, 9¼ inches. All right, so we're done with the paper trimmer. Let's set that aside. Now, folding this is a little different also. So keeping it the way that you just, well, actually what you want to do, so you scored it, right? You've got, usually you put the bumps on the inside. This is a little different. So you want to fold the right side over top. So now the indentation is on the inside, yeah? And then we want to burnish that with our bone folder. Next, you want to take that 9¾ inch score that you made, fold it over the other way. So going left to right. So now you did a valley fold. First one was a mountain fold, second one's a valley fold. Take that last score, which is the 1¼ and you want to do another valley fold, again, left to right. It's a little different than what you are normally accustomed to doing with your fold, right? But it's really cool once it's done. So when it's done, it's going to fold like this. And then we'll put the belly band across it. All right, let me zoom back in a little. Oops, out, in. There we go. Okay, so let's adhere these pieces down first. So we'll be doing one on the outside on this first panel. And then we'll do the other one on the inside. So, then this piece will go there. And that's where I'm going to decide whether I want to use the same one or to use a different one. So we'll see. We'll see as we go along. All right. So I think this is probably going to be one of my last cards that I'm going to make with this Storybook Gnomes Designer Series paper, because I really don't have much of it left. So we'll just add a little liquid glue here. And the first piece will go on the outside. And you'll have a small border all around. If you want to have a bigger border, then you would just need to cut the Designer Series paper a bit smaller, at 1 inch by 5¼ inch. But this one, I cut 1 1/8 by 5 3/8. Adding some glue. And we'll put this down. It's hard to see those score lines. Do the best I can, so I try not to stick my head in the camera. Like so, all right. So we've got that down. So now the decision is, do we want to use the same? Which looks fine, right? You know, nothing wrong with using the same. And, you know, I guess there would be some continuity, right? Or should we change it and use this piece here? Now, too bad you guys aren't live with me, because you could vote and let me know which one you'd like to use. But I think I'm going with the darker one with the Pacific Point. Why not, right? Just add a liquid glue here. Oh, got some on my hand. Hang on. go. Where's my, you know what, let's use the silicone craft sheet. Sometimes my hands are shaky and I can't hold it very well. So adhere this to that last panel. Oh, you know what I forgot to do before doing all that? Yeah. All right, let's do that now. Let's do that now. So you have the option here, because I like options. Or you can leave it blank. It doesn't have to have any design on it. So what I forgot to do, and I'm going to do it now, is I'm going to do like a random pattern on the one flap here. So let's set that aside. And we're going to use this leaf design. Let's see if I have the other one in here. I don't. Okay. So I think we're just going to use this. All right. So where is my balmy blue? So we're going to just do this and bring in a piece of my grid paper. And we're just going to randomly stamp this image on here. I'm going to be coming off the paper a little, turning my stamp around so it's not always going in the same direction. Just randomly, there's no right or wrong way, and you can put as many as you want or as few as you want. And naturally, you could try this with a different stamp set. It doesn't have to be the same one that I'm using. Of course, if you'd like to use the same one that I'm using, you certainly can. And if you don't have it, you can purchase it in my online store. And the website information can be found under the video in the description area. And I will also try to put it on the screen, but sometimes that doesn't always work while the video is going. I don't know why. It's like it's fickle. Again, just doing random stamping here, nothing right or wrong. And normally I would have my Pierce mat because I'm using a photopolymer stamp, but this seems to be going well, so I don't think I need it. There we go, perfect. Let's clean that off. I think we can put this away. All right, so that's the stamping there. Now let's decorate the front here. We're going to decorate the belly band. So what I want to do is I'm going to fold it so that the back has the, you know, the designer series paper, because once I fold it over, these parts here will be hidden by the elements that I'm going to have over there, the gnomes. And you want to make sure that you can slide it up and down. Whoops. You can slide it easily up and down. You don't want it too tight, and that's why I didn't score it, because this way I can move it easily up and down. Okay, so now I will adhere this. I'll put some glue. You don't want to put too much because it's going to ooze otherwise. Hold that down for a hot second just so that it adheres. And we'll set that aside. All right, so I'm going to set this aside as well. And I will bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. This little machine has gotten so much use lately. I've been die cutting so much. I've been really been putting stress on it, but it's working great though, so all's good. All right, so as I said, we're going to use the Storybook Gnomes Designer Series paper, and I'm using the Gnomes dies. And what's nice about this is that it cuts these gnomes perfectly. I'm just going to add another piece of Post-it note just to hold it down so it doesn't move on me. Line that up. I think that should be good. And there we go. All right. I have my protective piece here and my number 3 plate. So the plates that I'm using, I've got my number 1 plate, my number 2 plate. I have a magic mat, which is a self-healing mat that I got at scrapbook.com. And then I have another number 3 plate. So that magic mat replaces the number 3 plate. Let's see what we got here. Perfect. Look at that. And our other little gnome. Let's see if we did a good die cutting here. He's a little off, but not bad. Still perfect, I think. Just a little white showing, too much white and not enough up here, but that's okay. All right, let's move this out of the way. I think I'm done with it for now. And I think I'm just going to use one of these gnomes. We'll see which one looks better on here. All right, so let's see. Before I do that, I want to stamp another one of these leaf images and then die cut it. But I'm going to make it a little bit lighter than the first one. So the first, what did I do this? And I think I used Balmy blue. So we'll use Balmy blue again. And because I want it lighter, that's called, I'm going to be stamping off. I got a little bit of ink on my block. I'll clean that off so it doesn't get on my paper. All right, there we go. So I'm going to stamp off on my scrap paper, and then we're going to stamp down. If this is too light, then I may just use the other one by itself. Not bad. That looks nice, actually. All right. So I lied. We need the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine again because I want to die cut this piece. I hope I have the die cut with me. All right, let's see. That here. Yes, I do. Yes. All right, so I'm using the seasonal labels dies, and we're using the leaf pattern or branch, whatever you want to call it. Line that up. So we'll hold it down with our Post-it notes. Now I also have a piece of copy paper over my die and cardstock. What happens is from using the plates, they do get a little marred, and sometimes they get these little fragments of paper stuck in there. So this allows it not to transfer onto my project. It's optional. but it definitely helps. All right, now I think I'm done with this. All right, once again, perfectly cut. Yeah. It's garbage. All right, now we can put this together. So let's see, should we put this little guy here? This here. I'm gonna put it over my project first so we see what it looks like. Now, I have not done this one before. Well, I did do a different card, and I'll show that to you in a little bit. But it was using that new stamp suite, stamp and die suite that I mentioned earlier. All right, so let's see what this looks like. Should we do the red one or the blue one? Well, it all depends. I mean, I guess I want to do the blue one because it just leaves, you know, continuity. Yeah. And then we'll put this over here. I think we're going to put him on top. I don't even know if we need these leaves here, right? Do we need that, or is that just overkill? That might just be a little overkill. I don't think I need these. All right, we don't need those. All right, we're doing this easier than I thought we were. So I think I'm just going to lay him flat over here. I want to move him up a little bit. So I'm just going to put some adhesive from the shoulders down, because I don't want to get any adhesive over the top or the bottom of this. So let's go just at the shoulder, yeah, and then down to his feet. So I'll put that down here, so. And then I want to use my, all right, where'd the tag go? Right here. Dimensionals for the tag. Okay, so let's see, we'll add a few here. 1, 2, and 3. 3. Oh, it got stuck to my hand. All right, we'll put that here. I don't want it hanging off the edge, so I need to make sure that it's equal spacing top, bottom, and we have a little bit off the edge here. All right, like so. And then I do want to add a little bit of ribbon, and I'm using the silver metallic edge cotton ribbon. Isn't this gorgeous? Look at this. It's got this silver edge on it. I don't know if it's even picking up on the camera. I hope it is. You see that? Isn't that pretty? So I just tied a knot. I cut a little piece and I tied a knot, just like so. And we're just going to add this on top here, I think. And I'll trim this a little because it's a little longer than I want it to be. Trim a little bit more off this side. All right, there we go. And we'll use a glue dot to hold that down. And put the glue dot here. I think I need to add another one because that one somehow got bunched up. Not sure how, but it did. All right. Add that right to the top. And there you go. Card is done. That went pretty quickly. Right? Isn't that cute? Isn't that pretty? And then this slides off. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Yeah, okay. I do need to add a piece of basic white on the inside, which I forgot to do. And I think I have some here. I do. I need to cut a piece of this. So hang out with me just a minute while I get this cut. All right. Sorry about that. All right. So I'm going to cut this down. 4 1/4. This is going to be cut 4 by 5 1/4. Just in half. And then another one by 5 1/4. So I actually think I did 4 1/4. I need this at 4 inches. There we go. Okay. Problem solved. And you know what, since I have these leaves, I think I'm going to just adhere one of them on the inside. I think I'll do the lighter colored one on the inside. All right, let's put this down. Then the card will be finished. And then I can show you my the new suite that Stampin' Up has available for a limited time. I think you're really gonna like it. I've seen a lot of beautiful cards shown all over the internet with this particular set, and it really is gorgeous. And you know what? It's the set, actually, the dies really make it very easy to make cards. So if you have the die cutting machine, you'll definitely want to get the die set for this, because I really think that set makes just makes it that much easier, I think, to put it together. See if I can get some glue on my fingers. I'll add that right here. So keeping in mind not to hit the edge there. All right, there we go. Okay, now it's done. I got the inside decorated, and then I'll decorate the envelope another time. And then you have your little belly band. Goes right over it, like so. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to leave me a comment and like and share my videos with your friends, please. And if you are a new subscriber, I welcome you and thank you so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate it, and you should consider subscribing to my channel. I post videos once a week on Tuesdays, and yeah, I hope I inspire you. All right, so before I forget, let me show you the stamp set. Well, not the stamp set, but I have the flyer for the stamp set and the suite. All right, so let's set that aside. So it's called the Fitting Florets. Let me just zoom in a bit. Let's see. Nope, that's out. There we go. Okay, so it's called the Fitting Florets, and it's available now through January 4th, but there is a limited supply, and as I said, it has been selling very quickly, so if you want it, you should really get on it and get that. And you certainly can go to my website and order it, because I do have it available. And this is the card I made, so it's exactly the same design as this one as far as the fun fold goes, but it's just gorgeous. I mean, the dies really make this card, I think. And again, you know, belly band, it slides off, and then you open it up the same way. And I use the Designer Series paper along with Night of Navy. I will be featuring a different card that I am making. I'm in the process of making for my next video, which will be posted the following week. So be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you are notified Oh, I can't get this back on here now. Got stuck. There we go. Each time I upload a new video, which is on a Tuesday, and share it with your friends. Be sure to leave me a comment. That also helps me grow my channel. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to earn your business. Please consider contacting me. My information will be shown in the description below the video. All right, guys, till next week, have a great day. Happy stamping. Bye.